Welcome to the Young Entertainment Podcast. I'm your host, Daniella, and this is my co-host, Mordechai.
Hey, everyone.
And you guys, today we're going to have so much fun. I feel like we're going to get to be little kids again, just having fun, talking about some mystical moments, aka I want to call this the Upside Down versus the Yellow Brick Road, which I think is so fun. Mordecai said that earlier when we were talking on the phone. I was like, wait, I love this. So we're totally going to dive into like all things Stranger Things and Wicked. But first, before we do that, and we have a super exciting never before seen interview press junket with some stars from It, Welcome to Derry. You guys, it's that Stephen King prequel. So we're going to get into all that. Okay, you guys, but before we dive into all that, because of course we have to talk about what we are hot mess obsessed over right now. But don't forget to follow, like, subscribe, whether you're listening to us on Apple or Spotify, watching us on YouTube, or you like watching our clips on Instagram or TikTok. Make sure you guys follow because, hello, it inspires us to do what we do. And we're so grateful for you guys. And don't forget, we do this every single week. If you follow us and you have proof, aka a screenshot, just show us on social media, take a screenshot saying like, hey, I'm subscribed to you on Spotify, or hey, I'm subscribed to you on YouTube. Send us a screenshot on Instagram, DM us, and we're going to pick a few of you to send our How to Get an Agent guide to, which is a very, very helpful resource if you're an aspiring actor or actress. So let's get into it. Okay, hot mess obsessed. I know what I've been watching lately. In fact, don't judge, but I have watched now season 2 of Nobody Wants This, which came out just a few days ago. I've watched season 2 twice already.
Oh, really? Oh, I
yes,
love that.
because I had watched most of it like the night it came out because I had drank a latte at like 6 p.m. and I thought I got decaf, but it wasn't. So I was up, like I could not fall asleep, and I was like, oh, perfect. I'll watch season 2 of Nobody Wants This. And then I had friends come over this weekend and I wanted to finish the season, but they hadn't seen it. And I was like, okay, I'll watch it from the beginning with you all over again, which has been so
fast.
fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, did you realize the episodes are between 21 minutes and 27 minutes long?
Oh, that's it? I thought that. I didn't realize that.
They're so short. So I'm like, no wonder this season is flying by. The episodes are so itty bitty. Have you had a chance to watch it yet?
Oh, yeah. I watched it right away. I was like, oh, yeah, I'm going to watch this. I loved it. Yeah.
The whole thing? The whole season 2?
The whole season 2. Did you see the flashback to the Madonna thing? Did you catch that?
Tell me more.
The mom from Kirsten Bell's mom in the show. Remember, you know how at Perm she was wearing the Madonna costume?
Yeah.
Do you remember on Hocus Pocus the mom was wearing a Madonna costume?
No,
it's the same. It's the same mom. It's the same person. And so she wore the
gosh.
Yeah, isn't that crazy?
I love when writers do sneaky stuff like that and tie different like films or pieces together. That is so fun.
Yeah, I love
that. And okay, you know what I specifically love about this cast that's just stood out to me, because I've been watching a bunch of like behind the scenes interviews with them, is I love that they're all like older, like in their 40s, 50s, even up into 60s, some into 70s. I think it's so fun to have such a incredible, energetic cast that is impacting pop culture a lot. I mean, it's like the #1 show on Netflix, and yet they're all in this like later era in their careers, and I think that that's so fun and so inspiring. And I know that these actors and actresses have all been in other things, of course, but I feel like a few of them, like, this is their big moment, this is their big break, and I just love that for them. I think it's so inspiring, especially to like the aspiring entertainers that are, you know, in our audience. And I also feel like one thing the show did really well was casting. I feel like the characters on the show are so beautifully developed, and never once am I watching this show, because, you know, like sometimes you'll see a show and you're like, okay, the acting's pretty good, but some moments aren't as believable. I feel like we are fully inside their lives, watching their lives unfold. I feel like the acting is really good in this show.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. The acting's unbelievable. I mean, everyone
Yeah.
really like plays the game. I love the sister. I'm not good with names, but I love the
Morgan.
sister, Morgan. Oh my
More.
God, I'm
You know
obsessed with
why?
her.
You know why we love her, I think, because I love her too. It's because she's dramatic and unapologetic with her like drama queen energy, which I think is so fun.
I love the one thing I love that I think I noticed about her character is that she loves to like play with her hair, and I think it's
All the
so
time.
I think it's so relatable. I don't know what it is, but there's something very relatable about that.
Totally. Totally. I noticed that too. It's so funny. And her hair is so pretty. I feel like it's its
Oh
own
yeah.
character, kind of. I love that. Morgan's hair and nobody wants this. So fun. Okay, so what have you been hot mess obsessed with lately?
Um, I was gonna say the same thing honestly, but I
Really?
would yeah, but it was funny because I was watching interviews with the cast, and one of the things
Yeah.
that really got me, there's this I believe her name is DC Film Girl on Instagram, and
Okay.
when she interviewed Adam Brody and Christian Bell, she brought like her Veronica Mars and OC DVDs, and then when she like took them out and she showed them to them, she's like Adam Brody was like, "Oh, I see you don't have season 3 or 4. I guess you didn't like it," or something like that. It was like it was so funny and so relatable. I mean, like,
Oh
cause
my
I'm
god.
and I messaged her and she's like, "Yeah, it was hilarious." And then, but she basically, but I think she said in the interview that she had them. She just couldn't like fly with them because it was just too much to take with her. But yeah,
That's
it was
so
so
funny.
fun. I know.
I've been watching their behind the scenes like clips too from the interviews and they're hilarious. Like the interviews from this cast are hilarious. I thought that was so funny. Like all their interviews and stuff are were just like hilarious.
Oh,
So
and did you see that other one where it was Christian Bell, Adam Brody, and Leighton Meester, and they were going like, "Oh, you're my husband's boyfriend, you're my girlfriend's girl, like whatever, like a
yes,
sister." Oh, that was so funny. It's
totally.
so cute.
It was so cute. I loved it. And I feel like Leighton Meester was so cute, like her role, and it was
Yeah.
just hilarious. Um, Yes, yes. And okay, I will say one more thing about the show. I feel like there was a good, I had a feeling that Dr. Andy and Morgan weren't going to stay together. I feel like one of the, because I feel like this show is very much like about lessons. Like they want to teach life lessons, at least
Mm-hmm.
that's how I feel from the writers. And I feel like it was kind of cool that they revealed like that a lot of times like when relationships seem perfect on the outside that a lot of times there are or they move super fast that like these whirlwind romances that I feel like a lot of people like they see that unfold for others and I feel like they feel bad about themselves like why isn't that happening for me. I feel like they showed the reality to those like whirlwind 3 month romances and I don't know, I just thought that that was going to be super relatable to the audience to like see that side of things. So I thought that that was kind of like a little fun like plot sub narrative that they had in there.
Yeah, totally. Totally.
Yeah. Okay, so let's chat, you guys. All things Stranger Things and Wicked. First, we have one of our favorites, 6 Degrees of Zac Efron, and today, of course, Mordecai did Billy Bobby Brown, our star of Stranger Things. Do you want to break it down for us?
Yeah, so we did Millie Bobby Brown, who was in Electric State with Chris Pratt, who was the voice who voiced Mario in the Super Mario Brothers movie, where Keegan Michael Key voiced Toad, and Keegan Michael Key was in The Prom with Nicole Kidman, and Nicole Kidman
Mm,
was in A Family Affair, and we've I think we've had this one with Zac Efron,
I love
but
this.
but it's good, but it's good.
It's crazy. Literally everybody knows Zac Efron. That was such a fun one. That was like
Yeah.
an easy one to track. I like it. Okay, amazing. Let's before we dive into talking about more Stranger Things and Wicked, let's watch the never before seen interview footage that we have from our press junket. Are you ready?
So ready.
Hi, I'm Lauren from Young Entertainment, and we're all about masterclass moments and learning from talent such as yourselves in the field. So, to get right into it, for everyone or whoever would like to answer, what was it like on those balcony scenes when you were all together?
Ooh, that's a good one. I love the standpipe scenes. Honestly, they were so fun because that's honestly when we were all able to collaborate together and just be
Mm.
there. And something that we've touched on as a group in like these Zoom calls is definitely friendship. Friendship is definitely a big theme in the show. So definitely touching on that in the standpipe shows, the fights, the get-togethers, the cleanups, the heartbreaks, the heartwarming moments. So it's just amazing just to see those standpipe scenes.
I love
Yeah.
that. Get to take away some friendship moments.
Yeah, I mean, those were some of the most fun scenes for me because it was like we had already been friends by then, so it was just like chemistry building. It was natural. It was like we were just hanging out together in the first place. So those are definitely some of the most fun scenes.
Yeah, I feel like before that, we were hanging out a ton. Like we were going out to dinner, every now and then, and we were having sleepovers. And yeah, what Blake said, I mean, it felt like we were just chilling.
That's great. For Clara, this one's for you. There's so much physical acting in this series, whether you're running or fighting. What is it like filming those scenes?
Honestly, I'm a person that loves like action-packed horror sequences, so getting to film those throughout this series and getting the opportunity to do so many of them was honestly so fun. I mean, for example, in episode one, getting to duck under the seats and crawl out and run and be drenched in blood and scream and cry, all that stuff is really fun for me. And when I was first reading it in the script, I was super excited, and then kind of getting to act it out and getting to that to come to life, and then ultimately seeing it in the series on screen, it's really a great feeling. It's super cool.
Oh, I love that. And for Matilda, you had one of the craziest scenes, and we won't spoil anything, but what was it? What was that like when you read the script for it?
When I read the script, I was very intimidated, very scared because it kind of reflects a fear that I have personally. So I was like, oh, okay, this is going to be intense. But I was also completely thrilled and just like so excited. I'm kind of similar to Clara in that I love the physical acting and I love getting into it and just having permission to let go and go crazy and do these really intense sequences. So I was very thrilled and it was a blast to film.
Oh, thank you for sharing. For Amanda, there are so many scary things in this show, but what was it like on set? Did anyone get scared at all? Were there any pranks being made?
Most definitely, there were pranks being made. We definitely had so much fun as a group, and everybody was getting scared. Like, I think we definitely took that connection with Andy, Barbara, and also Mr. Ben, who was our acting coach, and died like like dove deeper into like who our characters were and just who we were as people and how we could connect to those characters and how we could dive deeper into being scared without something actually being there in front of us, or if it was something as a prop, and giving that to our viewers as well. So that was definitely something fun. And the pranks that we pulled, oh my gosh, we do it on crew members, each other, which they were simple little harmless pranks, trust, nothing too crazy as the show, but it was definitely really fun. And I think one prank that I can take away, and it was just something that I laugh about to this day. We would literally say jokes to people and they would make no sense, and we would laugh at them ourselves, and we tell them give us an explanation, and they just give us this, either they couldn't explain it or they give us a random explanation. They were like, that was a prank, and it was just like the most funniest thing ever.
Yeah, it was kind of mean of us. We would tell telling jokes that didn't make any sense and trying to see people like explain them. Um, yeah, I feel kind of bad, but also it was so fun. So it was worth
They
it.
understood. They understood.
They did.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
did.
Well, that's fun to have some funny moments in the midst of something so scary. So that's nice. Awesome. For Arian, this one's for you. The way you hit your lines and how you run them so well is such a masterclass moment. What do you think you do to remember your lines?
I rehearsed them like a lot, the night before we filmed that scene or any scene, I go over it a lot with my mom. And yeah, and the day of, I talked with Mr. Ben, my acting coach, or our acting coach, and I really get comfortable with the scene and my lines and everything.
Wonderful. I love that. And for Blake, what's something funny to happen off camera?
Um, okay. I'll just give you the standpipe story. So it was this one scene where we were supposed to be serious, and then that happened in the standpipe, and we like all supposed to be serious, and then somebody off camera made this noise, and we all just started dying laughing, like uncontrollably. We couldn't get it together for about the whole day after that, but we
Yeah.
got it out. That was probably the funniest moment though.
Yeah.
Sounds like it definitely bonded you guys together a little bit.
For
Yeah,
sure, for
100%.
sure, for sure.
Okay, what's something that you learned from each other? And Blake, you can go first.
Good question. Um, I'll go Tilly. Oh wait, hold on. Like me and Arian, what did we learn from each other?
Yes, both of you.
I would say from Arian, I learned a sense of brotherhood because I don't
Aw.
have a little brother. I have an older brother, but I always wanted a little brother. So seeing Arian and the way we bonded and our chemistry, it's kind of like the little brother I never had type thing. So
Oh, that's sweet. And
So,
Arian?
funny story. Before we actually got the role and the audition of this series,
oh, I forgot about
me and Blake were in an AT&T commercial together, and that's when we first met. So, here in Welcome to Derry during the shooting, when I first saw Blake here, he wasn't really a hugger, and I was a hugger. Like, I'm upbeat, lots of energy, and he's really like kind of the opposite. And my goal in my head was like to make Blake a hugger. And I think I kind of like achieved that goal a little bit. But yeah, other than that, it's the chemistry.
it. Yeah, for sure.
I have an older brother, but he's 24 now. So having that close age brotherhood, it definitely helped out.
Yeah, the relationship's definitely different. Well, one last question. Did any of you get to speak with Bill Skarsgård or watch him work? And did you pick up any acting tips from him?
That's something that is one of my biggest regrets filming. I wish I would have went to his shoot days more. But we were all so tired and exhausted from filming, and some days we would have off days and then he would be filming, or after our set we could go to hit, but like we were so tired, but that's still something I wish I would have just pushed through and seen him, because I mean he's a master at work. So like it's just I feel like seeing that in person would have been crazy. So that's one of my biggest regrets. Thank you for asking that.
Yes, of course. And Arian, what about you?
I mean, Bill is a really nice guy. As Pennywise, he's terrifying, he's horrifying, but as Bill Skarsgård, he's one of the nicest persons you'll ever meet. I don't think we had enough time to talk with him like for tips and stuff, but if he were to give us tips, I think that would help us a lot.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for chatting with me, you guys. You have a great day, all right?
Thank you
Thank
so
you
much.
too.
Bye.
Bye.
They're so cute. It's just so adorable how they're so young, yet I feel like they're very wise.
Oh yeah, it's so
You know what
cute. It was so
stood out?
fun, and Lauren
It
was
was
amazing.
fun.
Lauren did a good interview. I love Lauren. Lauren is so good. Just gotta
I'm
give her
so
all the
glad that
flowers.
she's doing these for
I
us.
know. Me too.
I what was I just about to say? Oh, I loved that they had because we don't always hear this. They had like a resident acting coach pretty much on set. I think they called him Mr.
Yeah,
Ben.
Mr.
That
Ben.
helped.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that. That's so fun, and I'm sure um, just such an incredible experience for those young actors to have. But those were fun little behind the scenes moments they shared.
Yeah, and it sounds like they really like came together as a group and really like bonded.
Yeah, totally. Yeah,
Yeah.
they seem like they're real life besties. I love it. That's so fun, and it's kind of like it's so funny too because it's such a scary like
Oh
film,
my
and they're like
God.
all adorable.
I mean,
You
right
would have
now,
never known.
yeah, I mean, like right now, only the first episode came out, and it's terrifying. It's so, it's like I don't like obviously like it must not be as terrifying playing those roles because it might be more.
Yeah.
It's probably like a lot of fun, but it's like
Yeah.
crazy. Like I don't know, like but they do such a good job. They're amazing.
Oh,
Those kids are
that's so
so
fun.
good. Yeah.
I know. I wonder if any of them are like low key, like don't watch it because it's too scary. That's how I'd be. I'd be like,
Oh
I'll be in it,
yeah.
but I can't watch it.
Oh my
Or
god.
maybe it's not as scary knowing who everybody, you
Yeah.
can place that it's
That's true.
fictitious. I love that. Okay, let's talk about Stranger Things and Wicked for Good. So we're gonna do like a little versus kind of. So okay, Mordecai, who do you think would win a fight, 11 versus Alphaba?
It's very tough. I mean,
It is tough.
I think 11 would win. I
I
think
would say the same thing.
I think she's more powerful. I think Alphaba is still learning her powers.
Yes, I agree.
But
And I feel like 11 has a fighting spirit, where Alphaba, I don't think she's there yet.
right. That's true.
Totally. That's so fun though. Oh my gosh, could you imagine like a musical mashup? Stranger Things the
Oh.
musical.
Does
And then,
Millie
like,
Bobby Brown
Wicked.
sing? Does Millie Bobby Brown sing? Do we know?
I don't know, but I feel like she does because she's just so good at everything.
Yeah, yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, probably, right?
She's so good at everything.
They should have
okay,
a sing off, right? Like a sing off.
That'd be so fun. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I love Millie Bobby Brown. She's just like
Same.
she's just like the best. And I love her clips like that she posts on Instagram and stuff. She's just so funny and so
What-
cute.
She talks about her animals. I'm obsessed.
I love her. What is your favorite Stranger Things episode if you had to pick one?
Ooh, that's hard. My
know.
favorite episode. It has to be probably. It's so hard because so I just rewatched all 4 seasons and I'm rewatching it again for the second time.
Oh my gosh.
Because I'm just like I want to be ready. Like I want to know everything.
Yeah.
It's okay. So I think the last episode was really good, but I think that the season 3 finale for me
Okay.
when
and
they're
why is it your go ahead.
because they're in the mall, they're all together. Anything to do with the mall for me, like you have
Yes.
Steve and his like scoop costume
Yeah.
and the ice cream costume the whole season. It was so good.
That's so funny because I had the same thing written down in my notes. I was like, anything with like the Starcourt Mall, like we just love it.
Yeah.
And we've talked about this. There's just something nostalgic, I feel like, for us millennials that like when something is done in an abandoned mall or like the sleepover in the mall concept, like we love it so much. That's so funny. Okay, and then wait, I got so excited that you said that I like lost where I was. Okay, what is your favorite song from Stranger Things? And I see you have notes here because honestly, like the soundtrack is kind of iconic.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
like
if you-
the number one. I mean, obviously, like the number one to me is like what's called "Running Up the Hill" by Kate Bush. Like in the 4th season. I mean, iconic. You have
Yeah.
when they're getting ready for battle at the end of season 4, they do "Separate Ways" from Journey.
Yeah.
They did the "Never Ending Story" at the end of season 3 when Gaten sings it. Remember
Yeah.
that?
Yeah.
Oh my god. So good.
I feel like you would be such a good music director. Like in another life, I feel like you could totally do that in like film and
Really?
television. Cuz you're so good, like you love music, but I feel like you also you're so in tune with like soundtracks and stuff when we talk about like shows and movies and stuff and the music that plays in the scenes and you're
Right.
so in tune with that and not everybody is. I feel like you would totally crush that job. Maybe that's something
Maybe.
for another
You
life.
know what's interesting though is like I relate I listen to songs because I hear them on a show and I'm able to like
Really?
relate back to the show like that. Yeah,
Oh, that's
cuz
fun. fun.
Yeah, because it's like I don't necessarily like go in and listen to music,
Okay.
but
Oh.
I'll listen. I'll hear a song on like a television show, and then
Yeah.
I'll go searching for it and add it to like a playlist or something.
I love that. That's so fun. I'm sure that you just made all the music directors across the world very happy by saying that. They're
I
like,
mean,
yes.
did you ever use TuneFind to like find a song? Do you ever use that?
No,
Oh
I've
yeah,
never heard of it.
it's a website. I believe it's called tunefind.com. And basically
Okay.
like you could go to like any show like The Summer I Turned Pretty, and then
No
like
way.
and it'll give like a list of like all the songs, and it'll give a little description of like when it happened in the episode.
Oh my gosh, that's so fun.
Yeah, not for every
Tune
song, but
find.
like just about. Yeah. TuneFind. There's another
Oh,
one, but I forgot what it's called right now.
that is such a fun fact. I feel like now we're all gonna go to TuneFind and type in our favorite shows. I'm gonna go like check out the Lizzie
TuneFind,
McGuire soundtrack.
TuneFind, why don't you sponsor us?
I love that. TuneFind, we love you.
Yeah.
Okay, let's talk about costumes from Wicked. Okay, so what are you most excited to see? Scarecrow, Lion, Tin Man, Wicked Witch of the East.
Well, it won't spoil anything in case
Okay.
people don't know, but I am excited to see the Scarecrow.
Oh yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
And we've talked about this a little bit, but 100%. You know what? This is not costume, but you know what I'm like most excited for, which might sound so like weird, but I'm so excited for the camera work because I'll never forget when I first saw the previews for the first one that came out last Thanksgiving. Wow, this time flies. Or like last November. I remember like when I was watching the previews, the teasers, whatever, the camera work, I remember thinking to myself, this is like somebody took a cinematic production and mixed it with how they'd film a TikTok, and they put those two things together because like with the dance moves and stuff, they would do like the camera up and down and side to side like people do with
Yeah.
filming TikToks, and I was like, this is just so much fun to watch, and like the transitions and stuff, it was just so TikTok-esque, and I think that that was definitely on purpose with all like the dancing and the singing, obviously. So I'm so excited to just see like the fancy camera work along with all the choreography. I think it's gonna just be so much fun, just like it was in the first one.
I'm so excited.
Yeah.
I'm really hoping that, we might have an interview coming. We might. We're not sure yet. We're still working on it, but we might. So,
So exciting. I
yeah.
love it. My cousin texted me the other night and she was like, every time I watch Wicked, she's like, Glinda, Ariana Grande just reminds me so much of you. And I was like, that was so
that's
funny to
so
me.
sweet.
And I
Yeah.
was like, I love that. Thank you. I will take that. That is the best compliment all day long. Love that so much. Okay, so something so cool about Stranger Things is they have so many like odes to the 80s, of course, and 80s movies. And so let's jump in and talk about what specifically to you, what films do you think that Stranger Things, specifically 80 films, drew what, let me rephrase that. Specifically, what films from the 80s do you think Stranger Things drew inspo from?
So definitely like E.T.,
Yeah.
definitely like The Goonies.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I don't know if people have seen this movie. It's called The Wizard. It's like this boy who's like, if I remember correctly, I don't know it.
Okay.
It's about a boy and he's trying to get to go play Mario 3, like
Oh.
the game on Nintendo. And
Okay.
he like travels this whole thing because there's like this competition, and he has to play. It's like, and I believe like there's some like it's a very it go I think it's the 90s if I'm remembering
Okay.
correctly,
I was
right?
just trying to find it and it's only showing The Wizard of Oz. I'm
No,
sure that.
it's 1989.
Okay.
It's called The Wizard.
Okay, got it.
You got it? Okay.
Yeah.
And it's
Interesting.
funny.
I've never seen it.
Oh, really? It was like one of those movies that was like you go like in Blockbuster was always there, and
Fun.
yeah.
This is
Um,
like the most, like the movie poster for it is so quintessential, like 80s movie poster. It's so fun. We should pop it up here. It's so cool.
Totally. I mean, they actually played Back to the Future in Stranger Things. They like go into the theater and they're watching it. So that's definitely, there's definitely something about Back to the Future.
Yeah.
Let's see what else. Flight of the Navigator, obviously. And so they're having what's her name? Linda Hamilton from the Terminator.
Uh-huh.
So she's gonna be in the what's called Stranger in the new season. So I'm curious like what they're gonna do with her storyline.
Yeah.
Because like she is Terminator. Like she is that whole. So like I'm curious like how they're gonna bring that, like what they're gonna do with that. So that should be interesting.
Also, side note, I'm looking at some of the things that you wrote down. I love the parallel that you drew for E.T. Like the kids being on bikes.
Oh, on
hiding from a
bicycles,
supernatural. Yeah, I'm like, oh, that's so fun.
Yeah, the government being involved and taking 11 away. Part of E.T. Oh, you have Gremlins. Yeah, which could be referenced back to Dart. What's his Dusty's character when he like in season 2.
Yeah, that's so good. I bet you too, like when they were writing the show, I bet you that they totally, like the assignment was probably like, go watch every 80s movie you can find. Like, let's draw the parallels. Let's sprinkle in as much like nostalgia as possible. Okay, question. What year were you born?
1988.
88. Okay, so you were like, you were in the 80s, but you weren't really around. You were, vibing in the 80s, if you will. It would be so interesting. Oh, here we have a dog who was just sleeping. Don't knock over my camera. This is the Young Entertainment mascot, Bear. Just kidding.
Oh.
Hi, Bear. So I was going to say it'd be so interesting. Like, have you ever watched the series with somebody who like they loved the 80s. They were around in the 80s and like how they feel watching it. Just kind of like us when I know it's not the same, but when we like watch Lizzie McGuire or something and we just feel so at home with that era. I'm wondering, like, I don't know. Have you ever watched it with somebody who is just living in the 80s?
But that would be so fun.
Totally, right?
And then to like get their perspective on it.
Yes. Yeah, exactly.
Like going to the mall, popping up the arcades, the roller skating rink, like all those things.
Oh yeah, totally. Yeah. And okay, I'll just mention this really quick. Did you watch? Okay, so everybody, if you're watching us on YouTube right now, you totally know who Arak is, because he's just such a famous YouTuber at this point. But did you have a chance to watch that video that I sent you that was like surviving 24 hours in a mall overnight?
Oh no, I didn't get a chance to watch it. It was like an episode, right? It was like an episode, right? How long was it? It was like 30. It was like a half hour to an hour, right?
Yeah, his YouTube videos are long.
Okay. So I have to. I just did not have a chance.
You gotta go watch it.
Okay, I'll go watch it.
No, that's okay. I feel like you'll love it, and I feel like too, like our audience will enjoy it. And if you do go watch it, audience, like please come back to this video, comment, and tell us like what you thought, because I feel like it was just so fun. It was exactly what you and I talk about. Like he literally survived 24 hours in a mall, and he set it up with the security ahead of time to just be, or not the security, I'm sorry, like the mall owner, the mall manager, to be like, hey, like, so it was like allowed and permitted, but the manager was like, hey, I'm not doing you any favors. Like if you get caught, you get caught, so don't get caught. And it was just like so fun to watch. And I feel like since you just rewatched Stranger Things and you have like all of the mall scenes.
Yeah,
like that'd
I'll
be so
definitely
fun to
go
watch.
back to that. Yeah, for sure.
Okay, so I'm gonna play a little game called Wicked or Strange. So unlike the game that you have for me, this is not about the shows. Like, is this about Wicked or is this Stranger Things? It's not that. It's like the vibe. Like, do you think that this is a wicked move or do you think it's a strange move? And it's all fictitious. It's like what ifs that I just came up with for total fun. So,
perfect.
Okay, wicked or strange. Glinda decides to start wearing black.
I kind of think that's wicked.
Totally. And my gut instinct was like, that's strange. Why would she do that? But then it could be wicked because
Yeah,
maybe
that's
she's
so cool.
planning to partner up with Alphaba and they're going to,
Oh. Yeah, I didn't even think of that. I was just like, oh, a Glinda like suiting up in black. But yeah, no, you're right.
right? Fun. Okay. Alphaba cast a spell on Glinda so that she could no longer sing high notes.
Alphaba casts a spell on Glinda. That's strange. That's strange.
And I was going to say that's wicked because I'm like, why would you do that to her? That's so funny.
Right, exactly. That's wicked. Oh, okay. So I was
Yeah,
doing it.
yeah.
I was doing like strange, like like a no, like that's weird, like that's
yeah.
strange.
Yeah.
Not.
Mm-hmm.
I guess we have different versions of what strange and wicked is.
It's so funny. That's why I feel like these little fictitious games are so fun because you're just in
Yeah.
Wonderland. You're just kind of
Totally.
writing your own story. Okay, so Glinda decides that Alphaba can no longer defy gravity unless herself, Glinda, can ride with her on her broomstick wherever she goes.
Glinda decides. Wait, say it again.
So Glinda basically decides that Alphaba can no longer defy gravity, meaning like she can't fly on her broomstick unless Alphaba lets Glinda ride with her on her broomstick wherever she goes. So basically Glinda in her true kind of bossy fashion is like, hey, you're not allowed to go anywhere in the sky unless you take me with you.
So wait, so are we saying like wicked is like good, or are we saying that strange is good, or it doesn't
No.
matter?
That's a good point though. No, like wicked is like cruel. Like how could you do that? And strange is just like, that's strange.
Okay, so I was thinking wicked as being like that's wicked.
Wicked. Oh, that's so funny.
Yeah.
Okay, we could do that. Which one
No.
you pick? Which meaning do you want?
So
Let's do that. I kind of like that. Just moving forward, we're
Okay.
going to switch halfway through because we
Okay.
are us and we're fun. So moving forward, wicked is like, oh, that's wicked cool. And strange is
Yeah.
like, hello. Yeah.
right. Okay,
so
fine.
is that
So
wicked or strange?
it's wicked.
Oh.
Oh
I
no,
like
I meant
that.
to say
So-
strange. I meant to say strange. I meant to say strange.
Our listeners are probably laughing with us right now. They're like, oh my gosh, they totally get it. It's Monday brain. Well, I don't know what day it is when you're going to be listening to this, but we're recording on a Monday. We have Monday brain. So,
Yeah, totally.
okay, this is a crazy one. The Demogorgon goes undercover as A from Pretty Little Liars and starts playing mind games with the crew via a group chat. And don't come after me because I know that we didn't have texts and group chats in the 80s, but this is fictitious. So basically the Demogorgon, the worlds collide. These worlds merge. And now the Demogorgon goes undercover as A and starts sending these crazy texts and playing mind games with Eleven and Mike and Dustin and Lucas and Will. Is that
Okay.
wicked cool or is that strange?
Strange. That's strange.
Strange. And
Yeah, because I can't think
go
of like
ahead.
them outside. I don't think I could think of them outside of the 80s. So it's like it's strange.
Ooh. Yeah, that's interesting. And I was just going to say wicked for the simple fact of like, how fun would it be to merge all those like worlds together?
That's true. That would be fun.
insane. But this is all just for fun. Okay.
Totally.
So the Upside Down gets paved with yellow brick roads.
I would love that. That's wicked.
Yes. That's
Because
wicked.
I'm
We love
like
it.
that's upside down. Like that's like I'm ready for like yeah. Yeah, I was
Totally.
gonna say something like wicked, like being like really this like in our own world somewhere, and then all this. But
Ooh.
yeah, but yeah.
Bear, don't knock over my tripod. Oh my gosh. That would be strange if you did. No. We have we have live podcast viewers now in the building listening to us.
Oh,
Do you remember
whoa.
like the shows back when we were younger? Like I remember going to an actual taping of Sweet Life of Zach and Cody like in LA, and it was the live studio audience.
Oh,
I don't feel
yeah.
like they do live studio audiences anymore. Do they still
Not
do that?
They do it like for, I think, talk shows like Kelly Clarkson or like
Yeah.
Jimmy Fallon, but I don't know. I don't think so. I mean, does the
They should bring that
Wizards
back.
be on Waverly Place? They don't do that, right? I don't think so.
I'm just going to Google it really quick because I'm just so curious. I want to know current shows that have live studio audiences that are scripted, I guess, not like talk shows. Let's see.
Like, I wonder if what was that show? Fuller House had it, like the updated Fuller House. I'm sure Dancing with the Stars, I'm pretty sure has it. I'm
I
convinced.
haven't heard of these. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say something totally random. I was gonna say because I was gonna say the Masked Singer, and I'm totally convinced that the Masked
Oh.
Singer has like recordings from like episodes ago where it's not really
Really?
where basically like the audience is like just copy paste repeat. I'm convinced
Probably.
because every time I
That's
watch the
probably
Masked
so true.
Singer, they go to the audience, but they don't show like the guests or
Yeah.
the judges. A lot of, I don't know, I could be making it up,
Funny.
but I know I don't know,
Or
it's like
maybe they film like 10 episodes at one time or something crazy.
maybe
That's so funny. I bet you that's movie magic though. Like why not?
Yeah.
It's kind of resourceful. I guess there's a sitcom on Hulu called Mid-Century Modern. Have you heard of it?
no. I'm gonna look this up because
I haven't either. But they say that one is a live studio audience.
Oh,
and it's-
I did. I watched this show.
Oh, okay. Was it good?
But I didn't know that it was a live studio audience. Yeah, it was funny. It's more of an adult show, but yeah.
Okay. Okay, fun. Sorry, I got so sidetracked. I'm like, I miss the days of the live studio audiences. Okay, last one. The evil flying monkeys in Wicked become besties and partners in crime with the Demogorgon.
Oh, that's wicked. That's wicked.
I love it. Okay.
That's
that was
scary,
my
man.
game.
That's scary.
Okay, and then I feel like you have a different kind of version of this game for us.
So basically, I'm gonna say something, and it's gonna be either from Stranger Things or Wicked. It's gonna be one or
Cool.
the other. Okay.
Yay.
Okay.
Okay, let's do it.
A girl feels responsible for her sister's paralysis.
Oh, Wicked.
Okay. A magical book, only certain people can read.
Oh, I want to say Wicked.
Okay, good. 2 for 2.
Okay, good.
A character becomes increasingly powerful after floating in midair.
Is that defying gravity? Is that the same as floating in midair?
Is that your final answer?
Yeah, Wicked. I'm gonna say Wicked.
No, it's Stranger Things.
Oh.
I mean, I guess if you go like, I guess that, I mean, yeah, sure, I'll give it to you. We'll say both for that one.
Okay, that's fun. I like that.
Yeah, that's funny because I guess she does float in midair. Yeah, I didn't think of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just like, yeah.
Both. That's
Okay.
fun though. That there's like an
Yeah.
overlap. I love that.
Okay. Friends don't lie is a quote.
Stranger Things.
Yes. Yes. Okay. She's our friend and she's crazy.
I'm gonna go with Stranger Things.
Yes.
Yes, they're talking about 11, obviously.
Yeah, of course. Okay, because I knew you, I have been changed for good.
Wicked.
Okay, 2 people fall in love next to an animal.
I'm gonna go with Wicked.
Yeah. Because remember, they're like saving the lion.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, yes, yes.
Okay. Okay. One of the main characters needs to get to a very high point to save the day.
Wicked.
No. Stranger
Okay, Stranger
Things.
Things. Okay.
Yeah, it was Dusty when he needed to get to the top of the radio
Yeah,
to get to his girlfriend and then like sing the never
totally.
ending story. Oh, that was a good one. Okay, good. I'm glad I came up with a good one. Okay.
No, that was such a good one. What my brain went to was them going to Oz to see the wizard save the day, but that's not like a high
Oh,
point. So I was like just
but it
kind of
can
shooting in the
be.
dark.
But yeah, I get what you mean. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's fun.
Someone gets toppled by a large structure and gets unalived.
Wicked.
Yes. For good.
Okay.
For good.
Yeah. For good. Oh my gosh, so fun. Yay, we did it. Okay, such a fun little masterclass moment. So when I was younger, I did something called New York Film Academy, and it was like a week-long film camp. Oh my gosh, why can't I talk? Hold on, start over. Okay, a little masterclass moment. This will honestly be such a helpful resource for young people who want to take their career as an actor, actress, even like filmmaker, DP, producer, like seriously, but maybe they don't know where to start, or maybe they aren't planning on going to film school, or they're just looking for like an incredible resource to dive in. So when I was a little bit younger, I saved up my money and I took a camp. I went to a camp it's called New York Film Academy, NYFA, and they did a camp at in LA, and I looked it up. They're still doing it. And you guys, it was one of the best experiences of my life. It was like a 5-day, week-long program. And from like morning till night, you are producing like a mini film, and it is so much fun. And I learned so much. And okay, so a couple things. We got to film on the Universal Studios backlot and like produce our own project there, which was an extraordinary experience. And it was really cool because like they pair you up in little teams, right? And at the very end of the camp, we all got to like have a premiere and watch everybody's films together. And it was so much fun. But I got so excited to share this because I was just thinking about how when we interviewed somebody recently, they mentioned casting director workshops were so powerful because at the end of the workshop, then a lot of times they do like a showcase and you get to read your scenes that you've worked on.
Oh, that was with Angus O'Brien, right? When for Boots. Yeah,
Right,
yeah,
that was with Angus. Okay,
yeah, yeah.
and he was talking about how at the end, like they'll bring agents sometimes, and then it's basically like you're auditioning for different agencies. But it made me think of how when I took classes at NYFA, there was an acting coach who was there who was really great, and I reached out to her after the acting camp, and I just said, hey, like if you ever do an acting class, I would love to be able to participate. And she was do you remember Allie and AJ?
Yeah.
So she was their manager,
Oh
and
wow.
turned out she was like, yes, would love to have you. And then I ended up literally, I was still in high school, my mom would drive me up every week, every Sunday, to take this acting class. But the reason I started thinking of this is how a lot of times in life you end up growing and learning because of like different people you meet. And it's like, okay, I was at NYFA and I met this acting coach, which then took me into this acting class, and I learned so much. But I did a little recon and found out NYFA is very much still alive and well and doing these camps like all over the country. And so if you are someone who wants to learn more about that and you're like, oh, maybe I would want to go to a camp, and I also learned they have an online course, which I thought was so awesome because like anybody anywhere could participate. Now, I haven't taken the online course, so I don't know, all the details about it, but I did go online and look up their classes and their camps and saw that they had an online course. So anybody who's listening to this, maybe that's something to consider if you're like, what's my next step? Or maybe you live in a really small town somewhere and you're like, oh, I can't get to New York or LA to do one of these camps. I also saw that they are doing camps in other major cities, which is fun. So there might be a major city that's like, you know, a road trip away from you that, you know, hop in the car with mom and dad, or you know, whoever your legal guardian is, because I know we have a lot of younger listeners, and you know, you could sign up for one of these camps. And I just thought, I was so excited when I saw that they still have camps, because I learned so much from, and it was just like a great experience getting to shoot at Universal Studios and work with different, I mean, like every day you're learning something new. So it was like one day it was like, you know, screenplays and how to write a script. The next was like actual acting classes. The next was like hair and makeup for getting into character. So anyway, NYFA is so fun. Look it up if you're interested. Get more details, because it's a great resource for you on your acting in your entertainment industry career path.
I love that. That's such a great tip.
I know, right? I was so excited when I saw that the other day. Okay, cool. Well, you guys, this has been such a fun episode. For all of my Wicked and Stranger Things lovers, that was so much fun to just chat about. I feel like we went over so much in this episode. And once again, we're just going to remind all of our listeners, we're just so grateful for you. Thank you for listening and joining in week after week. And you guys are the most important part of this whole thing, and you're also part of the conversation. So please feel free, if you're watching on YouTube, to leave comments so we can see what you guys thought about the episode. We'd love to hear your opinion. Chime in on the games as we're playing, you know, see maybe you're better at the game than me or Mordechai. Maybe you'll get the answer first. And don't forget to follow, like, subscribe, and please leave us a review on Spotify or Apple. We're so grateful that you're here.
Yeah, and go to our Instagram. You could check out, we have casting calls all the time that we're posting. We try to do them weekly. And it's just and we sometimes do like questions, and then we'll post them on the podcast, so you might actually hear you might get a shout out. The last episode was incredible that we did. It was so much fun. And we're hopefully going to do it again. And so just like, check out the Instagram, casting calls there, check out the TikTok and YouTube. Please subscribe, and all the, you know, comments, and, you know, we want to keep doing this. And so if, you know, the more likes and subscribers we get, the more we'll be able to do it. So let's make it happen, people. I love you.
Thank you guys so much for listening and watching. We love you so much. This has been the Young Entertainment Podcast, and we'll see you on the next one.
See ya.